the future of arcane characters as dictated by the intro, Viktor and Jayce. First, Viktor, my sweet, sweet summer child. In the intro, he's seen healthy and wearing a fabric that resembles the color of the one that he wears and honestly works in the show, but in a lighter color. He, along with Ambessa, Kayling, and partially Echo, is one of the only characters that is not wearing a whitish colored version of his clothes. But unlike Ambessa's and Kayling's outfit, Viktor's outfit is a light color, light blue, a color associated with purity and the sky. He is surrounded by it. What I believe could mean both that he is pure and that he might die. I really hope I'm wrong about that last one. Viktor also grabs the white nondescript mask at first with his right hand, which usually represents good intentions, reliability, and virtue. This white mask glows with the colors of the changed hexcore. This is important because while Viktor at first grabs the mask with his right hand, he puts it on with his left hand, symbolizing how his first approach to the hexcore was pure. But the way he handled it changed afterwards. The left hand is often associated with evil, but it also can mean justice and the hand of a ruler. Based in the Europeanish biblical imagery that is being used to represent Viktor as a messianic figure, I would say that the left hand represents an imperfect transformation into a representative of the hexcore. After all, this is the final action that Viktor is doing in the intro, putting on the mask. The mask replaces his face, his identity, and when he puts it on, several other masks appear from the background. Once Viktor becomes a representative, an avatar of sorts, aware of the new identity, similar masks appear, similar identities separated from the first we see but similar to each other become visible. I believe this means that Viktor is not the only handler of the arcane, and once he chooses to embody this identity as a representative of it, we will see others, or the others will appear. Also, the mask emits light. Very basically, light comes from an energy source, and the light that it mask emits is iridescent, or more precisely, it has a rainbow sheen. It reminds me of how the light separates when it goes through a prism, and I think it can represent two things. First, it could be used as a way to communicate to the viewer that the light is very bright, as in traditional filmmaking, bright lights can create a rainbow effect in the camera lens. Second, and the one I believe is right, is that communicates that the hexcore breaks light. It separates the light that is visible to us in its smaller components. I believe this shows what the hexcore is and how it works. It's an energy source that can also break things into its smaller components. And Victor is able to stare directly into it and become a representative. Jayce, on the other hand, not so much. He is first shown in clothes similar to the other characters, and he is blinded by the multicolored light that comes from the hexcore. He has to cover his sight partially to stare at it. For him to be able to see the hexcore, he must impede his usual ways of perceiving. While Victor can just stare directly at it, Jayce's hand is shown reaching for that light from the shadows. He can't touch it, he can't get near to it, but he wants to. The final shot of the intro is Jayce reaching for the light, and afterwards the title appears. I think this represents Jayce's relationship with the arcane / hexcore. He can't see it very well, he can't tolerate it very well, and he reaches for it, but it does not quite grab it or handle it. And when he's surrounded by it, something else appears. So basically, I think it means that Viktor starts acting by free conviction and will, and eventually he becomes an ambassador for the Hexlord, one of many, a representative of the arcane, while Jayce reaches to understand but cannot grasp it completely until it surrounds him and he is either still overwhelmed by it, transported somewhere else by it, or transformed in something or someone different. My last thought there is that maybe he opens or is there when it happens. A door of the arcane for the arcane is opened, and Jayce is either there to be a witness of it or a catalyst. He does it. But what do you think? This is my longer theory. I love Victor, and I really hope he survives. Let me know what your thoughts. Follow for more and check out my theories for the other characters. Bye. Thanks for watching.